Okay. Oops. All right. So welcome. So there is a word, a Sanskrit word, which is santosha. And santosha means contentment. And the idea behind it is that we need to be content with the things and the positions that we do have. Because if we're constantly living in a state of, oh, I don't have everything I want, I haven't achieved all that I want, that puts us in a mindset of lack. And it makes no sense, right? Because you're missing so much by not noticing what you are content with, and that means what for which you are grateful. So when we think about it, it's the littlest things. It doesn't have to be, and even when you're having the worst day ever, if you take a moment to catch your breath and just think of all the things that do give you joy in your life, even maybe a smiling face, a bird singing outside, the blue sky or the gray sky. And so with that, we will focus a little bit on contentment in order to on gratitude. In order to be grateful, you need to open up your heart. So we're going to do a little heart opening today and a few other things. And the words in Sanskrit for I feel gratitude, for thank you, is I feel gratitude, which is so much, which is deep, is Dhanyavad. Dhanyavad is I am grateful, I feel grateful. So with that in mind, please close your eyes, come inside. And bring your awareness to your breath. And notice your breath. Notice the cool air as you breathe in through your nostrils. Notice the coolness of the air. And when you exhale, it's warm. And throughout this practice, let's allow ourselves to feel grateful for the things that we can do, for the poses we've been able to come into, and not pass judgment on those that gave us difficulty or that were challenging. And not dwell on that, but to focus and be grateful for what we can achieve. Feel your breath. Feel the rhythm of your breath. Certainly something we can be grateful for. This life force, this energy called prana. And then after your next exhale, open your eyes to take in the light. Right. So let's begin with our necks, as we usually do. So send your right ear to your right shoulder. Breathe into that stretch on the left side of your neck. And then bring your head to center and over to the other side. And here too, notice that stretch. If it's uncomfortable, breathe into it. to release it. Then bring your head to center, your nose to the sky, your chin to your chest. Inhaling as you look up, exhaling as you bow your head. Pause when your head is bowing next, when your chin is to your chest, and notice if you feel any tension in the back of your neck, and breathe into it. Just breathe into that spot and release it and bring your head to neutral. Send your shoulders forward, up, back, down. So roll them forward and then the opposite direction. And then relax your shoulders. So come a little bit away from the back of your chair so that you're not slouching in your chair, to try and keep a long, straight spine. And you'll find your sweet spot, that spot where you can settle in for a nice long spine, crown of your head down to the base of your spine, giving your back some room. Bring your fingers to your shoulders, your elbows straight out away from each other, and make circles with your elbows. And then pause and then go the other way. And remember, any amount is good. You don't have to make big, gigantic circles. They can be little bitty ones. And just opening up your shoulders. And then release. All right. Bring your right arm up alongside your right ear, your left arm straight down. And you can hold on to the seat or a leg of your chair with your left hand and do a lateral stretch, do a side body stretch so that, and again, any amount, so that you're stretching your ribs on your left side body, your lats. These are the muscles right here on the left side, right side, or both sides actually. And stretch as far as you can comfortably stretch, keeping your hips on the chair. And then bring both arms up to center. Send your arms back behind you and just let them float and open up your heart. First heart opener, a little heart opener. And then come to a neutral spine. Let's do the other side. Left arm. Take the seat with your right hand and stretch your left side body. Good. Bring both arms to center. Send your arms back behind you. Open up your heart. And then send your arms up overhead. Bring your hands on your thighs. Bring your forearms on your thighs. And fold over any amount. Just fold over. So I always say this, you hinge, you fold not from your belly. That puts too much strain on your lower back. You want to hinge from your hip joint. And then unfold. All right. Place your right hand on your left shoulder. Left hand on right shoulder. It's hard to tell which is left from right when they're both in front of you like this, right? And so you have elbow over elbow. You want to inhale, send your elbows up to the sky. Exhale, Send them down to your lap. Inhale to neutral. Inhale, exhale to the left, twisting and sending your elbows to the left. Inhale to center. And then over to the other side. And then come back to center. Open up your arms. We're going to do that again, only with the opposite arm on top. Elbows to the sky. So you're moving those shoulder sockets. Elbows to your lap. To center. And this time we'll go to the right first. On an exhale. Inhale to center. Exhale, opposite side. Come to center and release your arms. So come a bit more away from the side, the chair, so that you're coming towards the edge of your seat. We're going to do hip circles. So you start by coming forward. Again, hinge from your hips, not your belly. And then make a circle all around and around. And the next time you're facing forward, pause and go the other way. And then come to center. Okay. So place your left hand outside your right leg. Lift your right arm and swing it. Maybe you will come a little bit farther to the back of the chair, but you still want to keep that straight mountain spine. And wrap your arm around the back of your chair. If that doesn't work for you, let your arm stay hanging by your side as you look over your right shoulder. When you inhale, make your spine longer, crown of your head reaching up. And when you're empty of breath, twist or maybe a little more. Bring your right arm alongside your right ear and turn to the other side, sending your right hand outside your left leg. And you'll either wrap your hand around the back of the chair or let it dangle and twist to the left. Breathing in and getting taller. Emptying your belly and twisting a little more. Lift your left hand and come back to center with both arms overhead. Interlace your fingers and then turn your palms upward. And you're going to send your arms should be alongside your ears, but you're going to send your arms back behind you any amount. Again, go to your edge and then, maybe you can push that just a tad, but no hurting. Okay. And then come to center, a little bit to the left, to center, to the right, to center. And then bring your arms down by your side. Shake out your arms. All right. So again, you are going to come away from the back of your chair, and I'm turning around to the side of my chair. You can do the same thing. But the reason you're coming away from the back of your chair is we want a lot of room because we're going to do cats and dogs. So you'll bring, and so you can see me is one of the reasons I'm sideways. So bring your hands onto your knees. And on an inhale, you're going to bend your elbows, slide your hands to the top of your thighs as you open up your heart, your grateful heart. On an exhale, you're going to slide your hands to your knees, curl your spine behind you any amount. Help to loosen up your spine, and then continue. And do this at your own pace, respecting your body. You don't send it somewhere it refuses to go. And you're continuing at your pace. And so you'll notice when your spine goes in these two different directions, you're also working your elbow joints, your shoulders, as you wake up your spine, making it nice and fluid. And then the next time you're in your cat spine, leaning back. Inhale up to a neutral spine, to a mountain spine, right? Okay. All right, so we're going to wake up our hips a little bit more. So come on to the ball of your right foot, lift your hip, bring it down. Left, right. You can do whatever you want with your hands. This is all about your hips, your glutes. And then come to center. All right, good. Lift your right leg. So just straighten it. You don't have to lift it higher than the chair, just straighten it. And then rotate your ankle, your foot to work your ankle. And then the other direction, and point and flex, point and flex, point and flex. And then bend your knee again. And we'll do the left one, just straighten it. Rotate. Point and flex, and bring it down. All right. All right, so one of the things we're going to do a little bit later, or maybe sooner or later, is an eagle. So let's just do eagle arms for a moment. So our arms should be nice and loose by now, right? We've been working them. So in eagle arms, you're going to send your arms straight out in front, palms facing each other. And let's start with right over left. And maybe the backs of your hands come together, and maybe you can bring your elbows together. And that's one variation of eagle arms, right? You can also do this if you wish. If even doing this is uncomfortable, then do this. Or you can step your right elbow over your left and wrap your hands, your wrists, to come into this eagle. Yeah, eagle arms. And then release them, flying away. All right. Let's do it the other way. Arms out in front, left over right, and come to whichever way you can do it best. If you can wrap everything around, that's wonderful. Don't do anything that hurts, please. And all right. And rotate your arms, rotate them back and forth and release. All right. So before we do our eagles with our legs, I'd like to do a sun salutation, right? So open your legs to the corners of your seat, come away from the back of your chair. You're going to inhale and gather all that energy from the sun. You're going to exhale and fold any amount. You may bring your forearms to your thighs, or you may come all the way inside your legs, either way. So if your hands are on the floor, you will, or if they're on the thigh, doesn't matter. Let's start with the right hand or arm. You're going to lift the left arm, fanning it open to the left, as you either rest your forearm on your thigh or your hand on the floor, either way. And look up at your left hand, say hello. Bring it back down. Arms outside your legs if they were inside, or just spread your wings to come out and up, and bring your hands to your heart. Excellent. All right, we're going to do the other side. Inhale, gather. Exhale, fold. Either way, on your thighs or inside your legs. This time, our left arm or hand stays down and we fan open to the right. You can even use your left hand on arm, wherever it is, to give you a little leverage so that you can push a little bit into it to open up your fan a little bit more, and then bring it back down. Whether your hands are down in between your legs or on your thighs, you're all going to wind up with your forearms on your thighs, your elbows reaching back to come halfway up to a flat back. And then you're going to spread your arms, fly out and up and down the center line. All right, great. All right, so now we're going to do a little bit more with our legs before we start our eagle. So lift your leg, place your hands, interlace them underneath your thigh. All right, and lift your leg up and straighten your leg and bend it and straighten it and bend it. You might be feeling that in your quads, your front thigh muscles, or your hamstrings. And again, go any amount. It could be just a little, it could be a lot, right? And then bring it down. Other side. Lift your leg. So you're holding it up. Straighten, bend, straighten, bend, saying good morning to your knees. And bring it down. Okay. So we're just going to do a little marching in place. So take the sides or legs of your chair and just do a little marching. All right. Okay, so now we're ready for our eagle. So there are a few ways to do eagle legs. So you know your arms now. So some of you maybe feel best just crossing one ankle over the other and placing your, I have my right in front, placing it on the floor, right? That could be your eagle. Or you can cross your legs, you know, like you might do all the time when you're sitting, smoking. And that could be your eagle. Or you can come a little bit more off your chair, holding on to the seat, and you can cross really high up and wrap your foot around your calf or ankle. So those are your eagle legs. Whichever one of those things you do, let's start from the beginning. All right. So ankle right over left ankle, cross right leg over left, wrap if you wish to, arms straight out in front of you. You have your right leg on top, the opposite leg arm, so it's left, crosses on top for your eagle arms. So when you're in your eagle, you want to try, however your hands are, try to bring your thumb to your third eye, right between your brows for your eagle. And you're going to bring your elbows down to your knees. You're going to lift, sending your forearms up to the sky. You're going to bring your elbows to your knees. Do that once more. And then come up to a long mountain spine and fly away, uncross your legs. All right. Let's do the other side. So you're going to cross left over right, wrap if your legs allow or not. And again, it could be ankle over ankle. All right, so right over left. Bring your thumbs to your third eye. So this is supposed to be, you know, the eagle's beak. So you can see how interesting it is, your peripheral vision, when you look all the way to the right and all the way to the left, what you see when you're have this beak in front of you and your eyes on the side of your head. It's pretty broad, right? When you train your eyes to do that. Elbows to knee. Forearms up as far as you can comfortably go. We've already stretched our back a little. Down. Come up. Once more, send your arms up and then down. And come to neutral, and they become wings when you spread them apart, your arms, and uncross your legs, however they were, and then shake them out, shake everything out. All right. Okay. So we're going to do one more heart opener from our chair before we come up to stand. And again, either away from the back of your chair or turn around to the side like I am. Interlace your fingers, send your knuckles down, or if the chair is in the way, send them out a little bit. And very gently opening up your heart. Just open it up. You can also open your arms wide like this if you don't have the room behind you. Open them up. This is a vulnerable position to open up your heart, but it's a beautiful way to feel gratitude. And then come to a neutral spine and just breathe for a moment. Just relax. Just relax. All right, and then we're going to come up to stand. So we're going to use our chairs again. We're going to do it this way. Okay. So you've got your chair to hold on to. We're just going to do a little squatting, right? A little bit of squatting, just a little bit more. A little bit more. And then you are going to go as far as your body says you can go today without pain. It doesn't mean use it as an excuse. It means respect your body and then straighten your legs. Let's go back and forth, bending one knee and then the other. So you're going to come up on the ball of your foot. We did this seated before. All right. All right. So you're going to bend your knees and step your right foot across your left, putting the ball of your foot on the floor. Your knees are bent slightly for pigeon legs. So now see how much you can squat with your legs crossed. So go as far as you can, keeping your back nice and long. So you don't want to force your spine in any strange position. You want to keep it long, you know, and then push into your supporting leg, your left leg, and uncross. And then let's do that on the other side. You're going to cross, put the ball of your foot on the mat, bend your knees a little bit. All right. And squat, and squat, and squat as much as you can, as your body says you can. And push your right leg in and come to stand. All right. Okay, let's see, some of you might want to try. You've still got the chair here to hold on for balance. So bend your knees, both your knees, cross right. Look, pay attention to how high I'm going so that I can wrap my foot around. Or you just wrap and let it just hang, right? It doesn't have to wrap, right? And come down in your squat from here and push up. Okay, other side. Bend, right? Cross. This is hard to do, wrapping when you're standing, right? This is as far as I can go. Some people wrap all the way around and just let your leg, foot hang. Or not, or you can do the same thing you did before. So pick what works for you, right? All right. So let's bend our knees again and straighten, bend and straighten. All right, and then shake out your legs. Okay. So let's add our arms. So let's start by bending your knees, crossing right over left. Keep your ball of your foot down for this part. And in order to hold on to the chair, we're going to do this with one arm. And you can still bring your arm right in front of your nose, your thumb to your third eye, right? And squat down. And then fly away. All right. Let's do the other side. Crossing left over right. So you can come around to the other side to do this other side because we need left over right. We want to use the other arm, right? Actually, I should have done it the other way. It should be this way. Whatever leg is on top, the opposite arm should be on there. It should be what we're using. Okay. So it's left over right, correct? Is that what we're doing? Whatever you didn't do before, do it now. And bring your thumb to your third eye. And release and fly away. Shake out your legs. Right. So that's our standing, which is a lot of work on your legs, right? But squatting is important as we age. Okay. And all right. So I want to do a couple more things while we're standing. And one of them, is my most favorite standing chair pose of all time, which is the Elvis pose. So I'm going to start with my left foot at 12 o'clock, right at 2. So you can do the opposite foot, doesn't matter really, right? And then bend your knees a little bit. And then you're going to roll your hips. So we've done a lot of hip rolling, a lot of knee bending. This should be, pretty easy unless you have something with your hips. So just go slowly, slowly. And then you can add your guitar into the Elvis pose, or you can just stay on the chair, holding the chair. Go in both directions. And pause, and then we have to do the other side. So 12 o'clock and 10 o'clock. Bend your knees and rock and roll. I like playing the guitar. That makes it, that validates its name, the Elvis pose. And then pause, go the opposite way. And pause. Great. All right. Excellent. All right. So we're going to come back to sit on our chairs. And we're going to end with an inversion, as I do most of my classes by ending with an inversion. Right. So let me make sure you can see me. So bring we've already done this. This is the first part of sun salutation. So legs to the corners of your chair. Inhale, gather. Exhale, fold over your legs. If your forearms are on your thighs, you can still bow your head down in between your legs. If you can come inside, then you'll bring your shoulders inside. So anytime your heart is higher than your head, that's an inversion. So it doesn't have to be a headstand or a handstand, or crazy poses. To do inversions, downward facing dog is an inversion.
I'm just going to stay here for a few breaths. It's good for your blood pressure. You know, all of yoga is very endorphin releasing, all its poses. That's why you feel so good after a yoga, even if you stumbled in a pose. And then you're going to begin to unhinge, flying out and up, and bringing your prayer to your heart. You're going to come now into a comfortable seat, and at this point, you can rest your back comfortably into the back of your chair. I'm going to put a little cushion behind me. And we're going to come into Shavasana, so you can stretch your legs a little bit. Let your arms fall comfortably by your sides, your palms facing outward, or you can rest them on your lap. Have your feet on the ground without stretching your legs. But this most looks like a Shavasana on the mat. But its goal is to be comfortable. Its goal is to allow your whole body to reset, your muscles, your joints. We did a lot of work. It's to assimilate all of the energy that you generated in this practice. And with your heart open, allow yourself during this Shavasana to think of one or two, or maybe just one thing that you are grateful for. See a smiling face. See your favorite shoes. See the blue sky, birds singing, whatever brings you joy, whatever you are grateful for. And also be grateful for whatever emotions come to mind, come inside your heart, inside your body, whatever you feel. Now take a deep breath and release it. Shake your arms, your fingers, your hands, wiggle your toes. Roll your head from side to side, shake it. And come into sit for meditation. All right, so if you're in a chair,
Ha ha. We are in chairs, aren't we? So if you're in a chair, you want to make sure your feet are flat on the floor to be grounded. So your palms can be on your lap, facing down. That's another mudra or gesture of groundedness, which is a good feeling during a meditation. But you can also turn your palms upward for a mudra of receiving. All right. And close your eyes. Let's begin. And bring your awareness to your breath. Follow your breath. Do not change it. Do not deepen it. Your natural breath. Just follow it. If at any time during this meditation you are distracted by sounds or thoughts that come to mind, just acknowledge them. Don't struggle with them. I like to say later when a thought comes to mind. And then return your attention to your breath. Notice that as you keep your mind on your breath and its flow and how it journeys throughout your body, you can keep your attention on your meditation. For our meditation today, gratitude, we will be writing 4 letters of gratitude. The first is a letter to yourself. Dear body, thank you for taking me where I wish to go. Thank you for all my senses, allowing me to feel, see, hear, taste, and smell, enriching my everyday experiences. Thank you, dear heart, for every beat, for your nourishing rhythm. And thank you, all of my vital and intricate inner network. Thank you. Thank you, dear body, for being so unique, like a work of art sculpted just for me. Thank you for keeping me whole and alive inside this beautiful place so I can live this precious life. Thank you, dear body. Our next letter is to the earth and the heavens. Thank you, dear Mother Earth, for embracing me and weaving me into your precious ecosystem. Thank you for the sunrise that fills me with hope. For the colors you paint all around me, the greens, the browns, the pinks, the blues, the reds, and all the beautiful colors in between. Thank you for the rain that nurtures your flora, for the rainbow that colors the sky, for the food you give us so generously, thank you for the snow that shimmers like frosting and invites children to play. Thank you for the sunset that calms my heart, for the evening sky filled with sparkling stars that tickle my eyes. Thank you, dear moon, for illuminating the night sky and keeping us close to this earth, our home. Our next letter is to every person, every creature who you have ever known. To those with whom you have clashed, as well as those who you have loved deeply. Thank you for the lessons you taught me that allowed me to grow. Thank you for your unconditional love, your patience, your guidance. Thank you for making me laugh, for sharing my tears, for listening to my heart. Thank you for making me stronger by challenging my beliefs, my instincts, for contributing to who I am today and who I will be tomorrow. And our last letter is to Divine Spirit, whatever that means to you, to your spiritual self, to the spirit that moves you. Thank you to the Divine Spirit that fills me with infinite love. Thank you for keeping me safe, for holding me close, for giving me courage and letting me know how powerful I am and that I will thrive. Bring your awareness to your heart center and feel that heart beating for you. Feel it. As you bring your awareness to your heartbeat, you can almost hear it. You can feel it pulsing in your rib cage, reverberating. With your center of love, the focus on your center of love, take the next few moments
to feel your gratitude for anything else in your life that you wish to call attention to. It could be simple, it could be big, it could be just your breath. Send your gratitude. Then bring your hands into Anjali Mudra, your prayer to your heart. And feel your heart beating against your thumbs. Bow your head. Another deep breath and let it go. And then as you lift your head, you will begin to open your eyes so that when your head is fully erect, your eyes will be wide open. Thank you all so much. Dhanyavad.